Hey guys, welcome back to Tales of a Blonde to Brunette. I'm Abby.
And I'm Cassidy. And today we're going to be doing something pretty fun. So, a few episodes ago, I don't remember, it might have been the last episode actually, we talked about this short story we wrote in our, what was it called? Creative writing class in freshman
Yeah.
year. And we're about to be juniors, so we have been kind of sitting on this story for a long
Yeah.
time. I haven't read the
Neither have
story
I.
since we wrote it. So,
Yeah, we
if it's
just opened
horrible,
it.
if it's horrible, I want to apologize in advance. But yeah, this will be the first time we've read it or even looked at it for 2 years. So, I don't know. It's gonna be quite
Yeah, I
interesting.
mean, the only sentence I've read is the first one because I had the tab open and I'm already cringing.
There,
Like,
I read one sentence in the thing because I was scrolling down and it's in bright red. So
oh
I read
yeah,
that one, but
I'm gonna laugh so hard. So
also,
what we're gonna
I want
do?
to give a warning that we're probably going to interject ourselves,
Yeah,
like, yeah,
exactly.
in the middle of it, just to like tell you, hey, when we were writing this, this happened,
This
or
is
like
what was
this was our
happening.
thought process.
Yeah. So basically, it's not gonna be an audiobook.
I
It's
hope
gonna
not. If
be
it is, like, that's not. I don't feel like we have the voices for that.
exactly, yeah, those people are far too talented compared to us, but
That's my dog's feet.
we're just gonna kinda go with it.
All right. Well,
I'm terrified.
so
So I'm
yeah.
actually gonna read
So
first,
it's I want. It's 5 pages. So
which
um,
sounds short, but it's pretty
I think it
long.
sounds a little long for like
Yeah,
us. But
I'm
Abby's going to read the
terrified.
first page, then I'll read the second, and then we'll just go through till we hit the 5 pages. And then we'll go through, I don't know what we're going to do at the end. We might just go straight to the outro. We
Yeah,
might, talk about
discuss
it.
our thoughts.
You know what?
Yeah.
That might be a good idea. We'll do that. All right.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. I'm so
This is
nervous.
another episode that you are getting at 10:15 at night, the
Yeah.
night before we upload.
It's consistently
So
my fault, too. Like
it's
last
not her fault at
time,
all. We're busy.
that's true. We apologize for not having an episode last week. We were just lazy. Um,
Yeah.
like we kind of had time to do it, and we kind of also just chose not to.
We finally got put kind of in a weird routine again. Like we're starting to get back into a routine coming up this fall too. And
Hopefully,
last week was like our first week of doing normal things again.
yeah,
And so that's kind of why I think we were thrown off a bit.
yeah. But we're gonna be better this upcoming week. We're gonna be better.
Yeah. And as our school is announcing more and more things that we are going to be doing differently, we'll be able to adjust the way that we record our episodes and stuff. So hopefully we'll
Hopefully,
pre-film a
yes.
lot of stuff and it won't be as much of a problem.
I'm sorry, my dog is running around my house right now. So if you hear the little that noise, that's just him running. Don't worry.
A little tip tap. Oh,
I
Stan.
know.
Okay, we're going to get started. So basically, the assignment was to write a science fiction story.
No, it wasn't even
And
that. It was just to write any
was it
story.
not?
No,
Oh, God, that's cringy. That's bad.
it was literally
I
write
think
a
we
short
based it off
story.
of a science
We
fiction
did.
vibe,
Well, we had. I
but
don't even know what would happen if we're being honest.
neither do I.
Yeah.
But it's called The Cure.
You're welcome for that one. That was me.
Yeah.
Very
All
basic.
right. We're just gonna jump right in. We're gonna
Great.
jump right
Okay,
in.
I'll be quiet
We're
now.
we should have introduced the characters, but we didn't
No,
do
we're
that.
not going
So
to. Continue.
we'll go through as we go.
It
Okay, here
kind
we
of
go.
does it. All right, I'll be quiet.
I'm terrified. Okay. The sun was rising quickly in the east as Nora and Ella stopped at the unpopulated 7-Eleven. The idea of a birthday road trip had been on Nora's mind for some time now, but because of her hectic job as a chemist, she could barely find time off. Ella's youthful smile radiated from her face in the rearview mirror as her mom announced the stop for candy. The 6-year-old bounced in her car seat, tightly gripping her beloved stuffed polar bear Penelope. The white Jeep Wrangler, now spotted with dirt from the abandoned road, came to a gentle stop in the gas station parking lot. Nora hopped down from her seat to unbuckle her red haired, green eyed, freckle faced little girl. Nora took a brief moment to admire the uncanny resemblance of Ella and her father, Jay. Since he left when Ella was only 2 months old, the little girl simply had no memory of him. Okay, so I just want to take a second already. There are so many tiny little details in here that are extremely unnecessary.
Which was, I'm gonna, not to like put you on blast or anything, but was all you.
It totally was. And like the tiny details also are like about our lives. Like the Jeep Wrangler was definitely like just a fever dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the
I
tiny
do
little
have a
things
white
are just
Jeep,
so random.
but not a Jeep Wrangler.
Who knew?
Honestly.
Who knew?
Oh
Okay, I'm
god.
gonna
All
keep
right, here we
going.
go.
Where were we? Okay. Nora realized that they hadn't spoken in years, but the fear of confrontation with him swarmed her body. She thought it would be best to continue on without Jay in their lives. As Nora snapped back into reality, she held her little girl's soft, petite hand and strolled through the door of the convenience store. The motion activated entrance bell rang just as the store clerk glanced at Nora from behind the checkout counter. The store was so barren that even stuffed Penelope seemed frightened by the desert like aisles shouting through the store as if they were trying to make themselves heard. Nora anxiously steered Ella away from the suspicious man and towards the candy section. She became unusually stern with Ella due to her suspicion of the empty scene as she leisurely selected her long awaited treat. That part wasn't half bad.
I got it. Yeah, that was kind of good. Oh my gosh.
That was kind of good. Let me give you some background here.
Snaps for
As you have
us,
learned so
honestly.
far, Nora is a single mom.
Yes.
And Ella is her daughter with her stuffed polar bear Penelope. And then Jay is this like
Mysterious father
bad,
figure.
mysterious father figure. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah, you
God.
know, honestly, here we go.
Just casual. Okay, here. As Nora and Ella approached the counter, the mysterious man suddenly collapsed. Nora shrieked in fear as Ella's curiosity sparked up. She peeked her small head over the sharply edged counter, but the man had disappeared. In his place was a pile of ash. As Nora quickly pulled Ella away from the counter, the radio and television turned on to announce an emergency broadcast. The plague is spreading quickly. Take precautions immediately and protect your families, echoed through the convenience store. The world population is dropping rapidly, announced the news anchor.
All right, stop. Time out.
Nine-
Time out. Time out. The fact that we are reading this right now is actually horrible. Did we?
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think of
Did
that.
we like predict the coronavirus?
Oh my goodness, Cassidy, that's terrifying.
This is horrible. Oh my god.
If you think about what the end of it is,
Yes.
oh my goodness, I'm so
Oh.
scared.
Okay. Continue.
There's our clickbait. We predicted COVID-19.
Oh, that's perfect. All right. Well.
Okay,
go ahead.
this is where it goes downhill. 95%, which is written in red font bold, just letting you know. Okay.
It's important, guys.
95% was plastered across the screen in bold red letters. At this moment, Nora realized that they were the only ones left in this small town. Just as she was preparing to spend the night in the gas station store, the telephone rang. Nora cautiously stepped forward and picked up the wall phone. Okay, Cassidy's taking the lead on this part.
I'm nervous. I don't like to read. That's a lie. I do like to read. Okay, here we go. All right. Ella squeezed Penelope harshly as Nora directed them towards the farthest, darkest corner of the store. Nora felt her heartbeat run through her bones as she nervously answered with a soft hello. "What are you doing back in town?" a familiar voice asked. "How do you know where I am?" "Wait, who are you?" Nora questioned. His voice deepened as he cleared his throat and answered, "I can see you." Oh my god.
That's
I'm sorry.
terrifying.
Okay. Nora was on edge as she peeked out the window to see if she could spot anyone, but nothing. There was nothing. Just as she was about to put the phone back in its holder, he said, "It's me, Jay." Nora almost dropped the phone from the disbelief and shock his response gave her. She turned around to check on Ella, alone in the corner. Ella seemed concerned by her mother's state of mind, but continued playing games with Penelope. Nora turned back and said, "What do you want?" He responded in a sudden whisper, "Ella." Anybody else get chills?
Okay,
Because
I have a quick question.
I did.
So wait, I also want to point out that we had to cram it into 5 pages.
We
Like
would
if
have kept
Cassidy and I had
reading.
the time,
Reading?
we would have
I
kept
mean
going.
writing. I'm sorry.
So that's why it's a little rushed
Yeah.
in general. But my question is, so it seemed like it was, right? It was Ella's birthday. They seemed like they were, or was it Nora's? It was
We
someone's
didn't
birthday and they were doing
specify.
a road trip.
We did not specify.
But what I'm confused on is, wouldn't she know about the population dropping when she's going on said road trip? Or was this like completely sudden and everyone in the town died except for
I mean,
them?
apparently not. It kind of just seems like it was a very sudden thing.
Yeah, like it just happened,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Kind of like, see,
I needed
in my
clarification.
mind, I think what we tried to do, we had just seen, what was it? Infinity War. We had just seen Infinity War, so it was kind of like a Thanos thing, where like half
That
the
might be right.
population was
Yeah.
gone.
Oh my gosh. Man, we really ripped off Avengers here,
We
didn't we?
also ripped off the coronavirus, but we're not going to talk about that because it
But
wasn't a thing.
technically they ripped us
That
off.
is true. The
Yeah.
virus was like, "Hey, you heard this story? Well, we're gonna copy it." So,
Exactly.
all right.
Okay, keep going.
Wait, I also have another question for our writing.
Yeah.
How? So we never really clarified, like going on. We never clarified this.
Mhm.
So are we just supposed to assume that like Jay was just stalking them for how old did we say Nora was or Ella was?
5, 6, something like that.
Did we specify?
Yeah, we definitely said
6-year-old.
it.
Okay, 6-year-old.
Okay.
So are we just supposed to like assume that even though Jay is the one who left, he continued to stalk them?
I guess. I think an interesting thing to add into it would be maybe Jay found out they were whose birthday is it?
We
Hang on.
didn't say, I don't think.
The idea of a birthday road trip had been on Nora's mind. So I'm going to assume it's
I'm
Nora's
gonna say so
birthday.
too, but that seems like to be an odd thing to be happy with. Well, I guess if you work all, never mind. Continue.
So
Yeah.
maybe Nora like posted it on Facebook that she was going on a road trip with Ella,
Okay.
and Jay like found it
Okay.
and then like showed up or followed them
Okay.
somehow.
Because we also never specified on how far they are from home, if they're just
See
starting,
guys, maybe we can make another episode where
just
we
edit it.
rewrite the story. That could be
Okay,
interesting
put it,
if we change it.
drop a comment. Like, honestly,
Drop
I'm
a
gonna
like.
need help. Like,
Oh, quick moment. Can we just discuss the fact that only one person has given a thumbs down on every
yeah,
single
who is
episode?
that? Do you hear that
Someone
angry
keeps
tap?
giving us a
Who
thumbs
is
down,
that?
like, and they don't even watch the whole video because YouTube tells me who watches the whole
Yeah.
video, and this anonymous person does not.
But guys, you gotta
So,
comment below if you want us to do an episode where we make this better. Or,
because it could be
yeah, or
funny.
leave like a comment if what you think we could do better.
Yeah,
Because
like you
I
finish
feel like
it
this
or
is
change
definitely
it.
something we could do. Like,
Or maybe we could ask strangers to give us random topics and we could time ourselves and write a new short story.
oh, okay, my dog's barking at me because I'm not petting it.
Oh, Stan.
I know. Okay, all right, I'll finish this paragraph now. Okay.
'Kay.
Nora threw the phone back in its place and went to find Ella in the desolate corner, but there was nothing there. Nora anxiously rushed through the aisles of the store, attempting to find her beloved daughter. Penelope sat alone in the dark corner of the store, wondering where Ella had gone and who this intimidating man was who took her away. Worry flooded Nora's body as she realized that her little girl, the light of her life, was gone. She rushed out of the store, scared for both her and her daughter's lives. Then she met his eyes. His shining green eyes screamed at her as if they were jealous of their mother daughter relationship. They stared into Nora's soul, leaving an empty feeling in her stomach. She hadn't seen Jay in years, but the worry she felt made it seem like he had never left. Oh, that was kind of good.
That was a great sentence. But I do wonder, yet again, how come she just assumed the man took her? Like,
I
how do
don't
we know
know.
Ella just didn't go out of the store?
And she also had like no confirmation that it was actually Jay. All
That's what
she
I mean.
had was like
God, we
that
need
guy,
to really think about this.
like that man's voice being like, "It's Jay."
Yeah, he could have cyber stalked her and found out who her baby daddy was, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
Not that big of a deal.
weird.
All right.
All right, I honestly don't remember how this keeps going, so.
I don't either. I know.
Oh, God. Stanley. Okay. Nora leaped towards Ella, reaching for her small lilac cardigan, and attempted to pull her back, but sadly failed. Jay clutched onto Ella as he sprinted towards the wooded area behind the store. He stated, "We will be safe now. Don't worry. I have the cure." Ella noticed the vial around Jay's neck and began screaming in fear. That's when she knew that she needed to escape. Her small 40-pound body squirmed out of Jay's grasp and ran in the opposite direction, hoping to meet with her mother once again. The wind brushed against Nora's neck as she hurried to try and get Ella back. Just then, Nora felt the soft cotton of Ella's cardigan brush against her wrist. She was so focused on hunting down Jay that she didn't even notice Ella's escape. Ella tightly grasped Nora as she pointed to Jay's neck and yelled, "Mommy, the cure." Nora noticed the chain around Jay and a plan sprung into her mind. Nora yelled harshly towards Ella, "Run back to the store, now." Ella listened to her mom and pulled open the once automatic door of the convenience store. She searched for her dark, lonely corner and found Penelope. She picked her up and squeezed her synthetic white fur so tightly that Penelope thought the world was going to end. Ella took a deep breath to calm herself as she ran the soft fur through her fingers. She felt like Penelope was all that she had left in her little world. Ella was terrified for her mom because she was left alone with a bad man. She knew she needed to help somehow, but she didn't know quite what to do. She ran out through the broken door, and as she went to shut it, Penelope got caught. She was torn into two pieces, and Ella dropped to her knees in defeat. She watched the seam of her best friend rip apart right in front of her own eyes. Her beloved companion was dead. She was drowned in disbelief.
Okay.
That was pretty dang deep.
I know. I didn't realize, like, I think we definitely had the plan to make, like, Penelope, like, this human-esque creature. Like,
Yeah,
to give, like, this, like, deep feeling. But I didn't realize it worked so well. Like,
it really did.
wow, dude. We
Especially
are
like the
good
idea
writers. What the heck?
the idea of like a little girl or even like someone our age like having an emotional attachment to a physical object when going through something like this or any type of traumatic
Yeah.
event is like really significant in people's lives, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
So good for us with the
I know. Wow,
symbolism there.
Dang, you're
Yet
good.
again, it's very rushed. Like this could definitely be turned into like a 20-page
Yeah,
story. Maybe we'll like publish this or something.
we should do it. Oh my
Who knows,
gosh, we
guys?
should do it.
Who
Okay,
knows? Based on the events of COVID
we could do
19.
it, but like also not really,
Okay, let me
you
finish
know?
my last. Like, I have like 2
Okay,
sentences
cool.
left. Moments before Penelope fell apart, Jay pulled a knife on Nora. She felt the panic rise even more throughout her body. She needed to keep him calm long enough to figure out how to get away and to keep Ella safe.
All right, I'll pick up. Here we go. She was running out of time. As he started to circle, as he started, okay, sorry. She was running out of time as he started to circle her. He crept closer and closer with the agility and speed of a wild animal. She began to notice the anger rising in his body until an idea arose. "What do you want from me?" she asked calmly. All I've ever. Okay, wait. Let me read this sentence and then I'm going to point out our mistake. Okay. "All I've ever wanted was my daughter. She's mine and I'm going to get her, even if it's the last thing I do," Jay yelled towards Nora with fire blazing in his eyes. Okay, we should really
That's
change
a
that
rough one.
beginning to "Nora left Jay." Because
Nora left
if
Jay.
Jay
Yeah,
left, like, this would not be what he wanted, you know?
that's true. That's true.
Or
He
even,
definitely
like,
needs to be more of
make
an
a point.
abusive figure.
Right, right, right. Or even make a point to be like, maybe Jay left, but then like 2 years later tried to come back in, and Nora was like, "No, because you already left." You know, like there needs to be
Now,
something there that clarifies that.
I remember us having a discussion about Jay's name. If you can't see it, but it's literally just the letter J, like it's not
With
J A
quotes
Y.
around it, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember us having like it definitely took us an entire class period to come
Oh,
up
it
with
did.
everyone's names, and
Yeah.
his was the hardest because we were trying to figure out something that was just like mysterious enough that it would
Right.
get people interested to find out what it stood for. And I don't
Mhm.
think ever figured it out.
I don't know. Okay, I'll continue. "She was never
Yeah.
yours. You lost her when you left us," Nora screamed at him, full of rage. Nora lunged forward at Jay, throwing him off balance and wrestling him to the ground. She grabbed the knife out of his hand and stabbed his side. As blood ran through his gray t-shirt, Nora sat back with amazement at what she had just done. She had killed him. Okay, I also remember that because we had this
We
whole
shouldn't have killed
plan.
him off.
Well, no, remember we had this whole plan as to like what, like she wasn't just going to stab him in the side and kill him. You remember that?
That's
Like,
right. I'm telling you, I can feel how we wrote this so fast. You know what I mean?
and we were also in school, and we were like, we can't exactly have this bloody murder story in something we have to read in
Yeah.
front of our class. So we could have done better with that as well. But
Yeah. I don't think he should have died.
yeah, I feel like we could have definitely made this into like 2 books, like a sequel where he comes back.
Yeah. Like,
All
he
right.
definitely shouldn't die. There should be something exciting about that.
Yeah. Okay. She had killed him. As she sat there next to him, his head turned and his bright green eyes landed on her for the last time. His mouth opened, almost as if to speak an unspoken curse. The jealousy faded from his glorious eyes as he accepted the fact that his unrealistic idea of a relationship with Nora and Ella would never be a reality. He took his last breath as he welcomed death. The last breath Nora could feel of her high school love. The last breath of her daughter's unreliable father. The final breath of the man who had tried to take her beloved daughter away from her. Okay, wait. I
I'm, like,
actually
tearing
like
up.
got chills from reading that,
Oh,
like
that's
the
very,
second
very
half of that
sad.
paragraph. All right, if we
Oh.
do make this better, like from as she sat there next to him and like the last from her have to stay, like that's perfect. It has to stay in.
Maybe he's, like, immortal. Maybe he can come back.
I think that was really good. Okay.
That was really
Wow.
good.
How are we this good?
Whew.
That's so
I thought this was
crazy.
gonna be bad,
I
but I'm
know.
definitely feeling
And
better
we could
about it,
definitely
yeah.
make some really good edits. All right, that's the next
Yeah.
episode, guys. It's not really a choice anymore. That's it.
Tune in next week.
Get ready. All right. I just have like one more paragraph. Nora took a moment to collect herself as she remembered what Ella had said about the chain around his neck. Nora then reached across his chest, grabbed the chain, and yanked it harshly off of him. As soon as it was in her hand, she ran towards the store where Ella was lying on the ground. She knelt down next to her little girl and saw Penelope ripped to shreds and spread across the asphalt. Ella was crying and looked very pale. Nora knew the plague was catching up with her daughter. Where did that come from? Where did
Yeah, I
she
don't
get the
know.
plague?
Also, I'm, like, still going through what happened here, and I'm pretty sure didn't we plan that
Yes.
Penelope and Jay were gonna die at the same
Yeah,
time?
well, that's what we tried to do because earlier,
Yeah.
right before she kills Jay, she says, moments before Penelope fell apart, Jay pulled a knife on Nora.
Yeah, okay, so we definitely tried to make them
Like
die
that
at
was
the
supposed to
same
be the thing,
time.
but it didn't really come across how we wanted it to.
Sound like that
Okay.
happened, yeah.
That's when Nora's adrenaline kicked in. She had to save her daughter's life. She knew that they needed to get away from the abandoned town and into the car as fast as they could. She scooped up the sick, sobbing little red-haired girl and ran to the car. Nora held the cure tightly as she drove down a familiar road. She was unsure of her surroundings until she saw the unforgettable lab sitting in front of her. Oh.
Okay, I just want to point out there's like 2 paragraphs left, and I have no idea. Like, this can't. I hope it's not a happy ending,
No,
but I
it
think it
definitely
is.
is.
I want someone to die
My
again.
phone's about to die. Ooh.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
good. But I'm hoping we can like add people in. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I think we'll be able to figure this out.
Yeah, we need a sidekick.
We
Okay, here we
definitely
go.
do. Maybe waiting at the lab.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think there is somebody
No, I
actually.
don't.
Maybe not.
Oh,
Okay.
go ahead.
The door was unlocked due to the worldwide power outage, so Nora and Ella ran into the main lab, where they found piles of ash and broken test tubes scattered across the floor. Nora put Ella on top of one of the counters to sit and watch while she worked next to her. Nora searched the cabinets for chemicals to multiply the cure from Jay's chain. She spent half an hour hard at work, and miraculously, the cure was finally ready. She turned to her weak, exhausted daughter with a delicate beaker and told her to drink it all. Ella did as she was told, and immediately the color returned to her face and her energy levels seemed to rise. Nora then drank from another beaker to immunize herself from the plague as well. She did it. Nora had saved herself, possibly the world, and most importantly, her daughter. The only question on her mind was how she planned to spread the cure. She couldn't think of a way to spread the last saving grace around the world in such a short amount of time. Everyone would be dead once the immunization got to them. There was no way. No one was left. Nora accepted the fact that the future was very uncertain. She scooped Ella up into her arms lovingly and held her softly, assuring, "We're safe. We're going to be okay."
Wow.
Okay,
That
so
was kind
basically
of
we had
depressing,
planned
though.
for kind of everyone else to die
Which
except for
doesn't
them.
make sense, but okay.
See, this could be good. Like, we could have maybe like 10 or less people alive on the earth, and like it's unknown as to how they're surviving, you
Yeah.
know?
That's kind of crazy.
We really set ourselves up for a nice looking
We
story.
kind of did. I feel like if
So,
we
guys, that's
definitely,
basically
honestly,
like
if we had more time, it would have been longer.
it totally would have been, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's basically where our freshman minds were at when we were told to start
Apparently, they're
writing.
the same place they're at now.
I guess so, yeah, because we both still think the idea is really good.
I mean, I really do think it is good. Like,
yeah,
honestly,
I think it just needs some adjustments, which makes sense.
Stanley. He's biting me. All right, well,
Oh my god.
honestly, guys, this was a really good one. I think we know what we're gonna do next week, if not the week after that.
Yeah.
Leave some comments if you agree, disagree with some of our points, what you think we should add, which we should take out, fix, Please just comment. That's all we want. Honestly.
Yeah, or send us DMs on Instagram. I do want to announce something exciting that just happened today. I have officially launched a blog website, which you can find somehow. I will make sure that you guys find out how to reach that. But that's exciting, and that's probably where this story will be published.
All right. Well,
so yeah.
Make sure you guys follow all of our socials. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, even though we don't post on there. They'll be on the screen right now. Yeah, subscribe, leave a like. Go follow us. Do the stuff. You know the stuff.
Turn those post notifications
all right,
on.
Well, peace out, guys. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Not see you. We'll talk to you next week.
See you guys next. Yeah, we'll talk to you next week. Bye, guys.